How about Darlington? Okay, I'm going to give you my take on Darlington. Darlington, after 74 years, still gives us something to talk about on Monday mornings. What an incredible finish to that race. If we go back to it, and I want to go to Chris Buescher and Tyler Reddick. They put on a great show. Little physical, little racing. That's Darlington. That's the way it goes. But with about 10 to go, Tyler Reddick sends it off into turn 3 with no hope. No hope. I don't know what he was thinking. He said he tried to pull back, but he was already in. I'm not sure about that. He pins Buescher on the outside wall. Obviously, he cuts a tire. Obviously, the race goes to heck in a handbasket for both of those guys. That's racing. We can chalk that up. But it's the reaction after the race from Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher is the modern-day Terry Labonte, the modern-day Matt Kenseth that just does this. He never gets riled. He came at Tyler Reddick. But I got to give him credit. He was restrained. He stepped back. All the emotion that he had, frustration, confusion, hurt, it came out. He gave us a peek behind the curtain on what drivers really think. He was hurt because he thought, hey man, I race you clean. We never race like that. What the heck just happened? There was the frustration of losing that race and the confusion over, why did you race me like that, Tyler? I don't race you like that. Then we go to the hurt part. The hurt part was, I don't have a sticker on my car. You've got one on your car. I don't have one. That shows the fans how important these wins are, how critical these wins are for these teams and these drivers to move into the playoffs. That was a peek behind the curtain for me on what drivers really think. So many times we see drivers that go over the line, that scream, that holler, that yell, and you never know where they're at. Chris Buescher showed you that peek into the emotions of a driver and what it really feels like to have a race taken away from you when it's right in your grasp. Now, I want to go to Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski, for 3 years worth of races, has not won. He went over there to start this team, to bring Roush Racing back, all right? To bring RFK back to the prominence that it once had. That was his dream. That was his goal. And I think Brad, if we go back to when Brad first won his championship, he said, I just want to be a great champion for the sport. I think Brad has maintained that great championship and that great champion honor all through these winless races and all through this time. And finally, he was rewarded yesterday. That is a huge moment for a guy like Brad K, who came from nothing to be a champion and built this team back to be a winning team under his guidance.